the stream live? I believe it is. Oh boy. Okay, alright. Well, what is up, everyone? It's the guy here. Never thought I'd see the day where I'd start streaming and streaming games for that matter, but hey, I wanted to try something. This is something that I've always wanted to try out a little bit. So I'm going to be trying this out. Hopefully, I'll be able to do these when I'm bored or when I just need to relax a little bit and maybe have some time to hang out with you guys. Don't know. I'm expecting like 0 views from this, and I'm not doing it for the views. It's more just to, I don't know, entertain myself and hopefully, I don't know, share this with you guys. And also the games I play, sometimes I'm trying to find more niche areas where it's not like super oversaturated. So maybe if you've never heard of this or need some tips from this, maybe this will help you out. Anyways, you're not here to see me, you're here to see the stream. So without further ado, I'm going to switch over to what today's game is. It's called Starblast.io. So this is one of those IO games. These IO games, you know, Agario, Deep IO, those are some very popular ones. Starblast is not that popular, but I think this is one of like the best IO games. Just in the design of the game, it's quite rich, where Agario is just like you're growing a big blob. This one, there's actually like tiers for ships and stuff, and I'll go through some of this, but yeah, let's get started with this. And yeah, just I just thought 0 views, but that's okay. First stream, no one knows I'm doing this. All right, so usually I just like sort of face roll on the keyboard for whatever, and I'll play team because that's the one that's the best game mode I found. So without further ado, let's get started. So with this, one interesting thing about the controls is that it's mostly mouse based. The left click is shoot, right click is to move, as you can see there. There's control to toggle RCS, which just means that if you keep moving, if you start moving, you'll keep moving. Ooh, they're in the middle of the game. Okay, perfect. I can show you guys some things about quirks and things about this. So this is moving. You can see my mouse over here. And I can run into things. There is a health bar up there at the top. It's actually a shield. So there's that shield area. That's sort of like the health, except when that goes down, you don't actually die. You die when this gem thing goes to 0. So right click is to move, left click is to shoot. One pro tip at the beginning of the game is you have some invulnerability. Oh, my laptop is lagging. That's not good. Hopefully this is still playable. All right. So yeah, this is not playable. Never mind. Okay, well, the more I know, the better. Well, hopefully this is not terrible for you guys to watch. Still 0. Oh, no, it's 1 view. Okay, so here's the thing. With this, you can left click to shoot, and then you can see here, this is sort of like the build up energy to shoot your laser cannons up top here. And there are 8 stats here. And you can actually upgrade them with the number keys. So the keys are really just to speed things up. You can play just with the mouse by itself. You can click on these stats, for example. Oh. And actually, funny thing here, the keypad, so like the ASD that you would think that you use to move things around, that's actually for quick talking communication, which I think is pretty cool here because it's an interesting design choice. But honestly, most IO games, most of the big ones, you can't really communicate with other people. So they brought some controlled level of communication in here. And let's see, so I got through, so you can turn RCS off. So then, so when this is RCS, when I move and I stop moving, it'll stop me after a little bit, but if I turn RCS off and I stop moving, I'll keep moving there. Or I stop thrusting, stop giving thrust, it'll keep moving. Okay, so there's some of that over there. C to talk. You can click on things here. I can click on things to upgrade, for example. But yeah, so I like to use the numbers though because it's quicker, and honestly, you know, in a game, if it's quicker, then it's more advantageous to do. All right, so you can upgrade your ship. That I'll explain a little bit, but the stats that you see down at the bottom, there's 8 stats. You have the amount of shield, you have the regen for that shield, you have the capacity of your energy to shoot things, You have the regen for the energy, so it regenerates the energy faster. You have the damage, which increases the amount of damage your laser cannon does. But if you increase the damage, it increases the energy you need. So that's a trade-off you'll need to be aware of. The speed of the bullet, which I don't believe takes in energy. That's just how fast that bullet travels across the screen. And then you have the movement speed and the agility, which is just like how fast you're able to change yourself, change your speed, and how fast you're able to turn. So those are the various stats here. And levels of the ship, yeah, so you can level up your ship once you get your gem hold, so your gem capacity, once it's full, you can level up if your base allows for it. There are, I believe, 4 levels of bases. Level 1 is what you start off with. You have, you can upgrade to level 3, level 2 to 4, and then to 5 for a level 3 base. And then for a 4, you can go to level 6. And if you fill up that level 6 base, you can get to the level 7, which is the final biggest boss here. But so, let me head to the base to show you guys some. If you haven't played this before, you can dump your gems in here through this. So if you want, you can deposit your gems for credit, and what that does is it fills up your base. Not only that, but it also allows you to get credits to buy things like rockets, mines, and other little mining pods, just like accessories to help you out. Oh man, there is actually a lot of viewers, like more than 0. Okay, ha, hello there. This is awkward. Okay, so I did not expect anyone, but that's okay. So with that, if you're joining, welcome. I did not expect you here, but I'm talking about this game. If you have not played this before, it's called starblast.io. Anyways, let's continue on a little bit. This is more of a demo since I joined this mid-game anyway, so it's not that fun per se. But so you can have 2 modes of shooting. You can either be attacking other people, or if you see there's a little plus sign, you can be healing. So you can be offensive or defensive. If you're in this deposit area, you can't really be shot at, so this is a good safety place. And then, yeah, I can deposit this a little bit. Hopefully this lag doesn't stay up, although I'm streaming on my laptop. And the reason why I'm streaming on my laptop is because, unfortunately, that PC over there, if you can see, I'm using that to keep track of the people in live chat. Oh my gosh, there's actual people. Hello. Unfortunately, my mouse can't go over. My mouse is connected to my laptop, and since there's no mouse on that PC, I can't really answer you guys, so unfortunately, I can't really interact with you guys. I'll have to get this figured out, but this is what I've got so far. I'm using my laptop because the mic isn't working on that. If I get it working, then I'll switch over to that since it's a lot beefier. The PC is a lot beefier than the laptop, and then the laptop has a trackpad, so then I can interact with you guys. But yeah, so that's the setup I have for now. If you're curious, I'm using my iPhone. I'm using my iPhone as the camera, and I'm using an app to get it to be like a webcam. So it's sort of potato quality, and the mic is probably also potato quality since it's a lav. Oh, I shouldn't have touched that. My bad. But so maybe if I get like a boom mic or something, then that'll be a lot nicer. Even just for my podcast too, that'll probably be better. But yeah, so that's what we're at. The goal of this is to try to destroy the other player's base, the other team's base. There are 3 teams. If you tab, you can check on the other teams and how they're doing. There are 3 teams in normal mode, in not modded mode, I guess. And your goal is to destroy, not destroy the entire base, but to destroy the 2 gem deposit areas and to destroy the 2 respawn areas. So if I upgrade and then suicide myself real quick to show you where you respawn. So you can, there are 2 areas on the base that are unique. Here, the blue areas here, they show respawn. Yep, I'm gonna die. And then the red areas, they show, red areas, they're the ones where you can deposit things in. So those two types of areas, those are special, and you got to destroy those 2 in order to win. You have to destroy that for both teams. Wait a sec. Let me see if I can switch over and put this keyboard on here. Are bad. Yep. All right, I can do it. Okay. Y'all are bad. Okay. So, but yeah, you have to destroy these from both teams. So anyways, without further ado, let me actually start doing some gameplay. So with this game, I liked playing this because unlike some games, there's no really like progression. You can play as many games as you want, and all you really get from it, the advantage you get is experience. There's nothing to sort of build up and get you hooked to it. Say like Clash of Clans or something. The longer you play, the more stuff you have, right? But this is sort of isolated to each game, which is really nice because I could, spend like 20 or 30 minutes to finish a game on a day when I have some break and be okay with it instead of like constantly needing to go back to check on it or something or whatnot. All right, and so, okay, with this, now that you know some of the game mechanics, and honestly, you really need to just be playing it to sort of see how it works. But the metas here are you can start mining and sort of outmine the other team. If you outmine the other team with gems, then you can get to better classes, better ships faster. And then, of course, if you have better ships, then you will be able to win faster. So you can be just purely mining, not care about any other stats. So go for regen, maybe damage if your regen is faster than how much damage you can go, and then capacity so that you can save up more or something like that. But mostly just regen to get all of the gems and then just deposit it. And then there are mining pods which help you with the mining. So that's one of the strategies you can do. You can just be there mining the asteroids, which give you the gems, and deposit it. Another strategy you could do is go on the offensive. That's somewhat risky, especially at the early age, because you don't really have that much. Of course, if you find some of these miners of the other team straggling along, then you can pick them off pretty easily, since for the most part they won't have their offensive stuff built out. They're mostly focused on the mining. And another thing you can actually do is you can be a healer, and I like to combine that with, wait one sec, let me check. There's already a healer on the team, but it's good to have another healer. So what you can do, since you're mining and you're not really focused on fighting, is you can be a healer, and what that does is you can heal up the other ships around you. And I like to do that because then I can focus on mining, and then when the action comes along, I can sort of help out the other team members. Not only that, but then they'll be more likely to protect you because you're a healer and you're sort of valuable, and it's just a BM move to destroy another team's healer. Although that's, to be honest, if you're trying to win, you probably want to get rid of the healer. Oh, lag spike. You want to get rid of the healer because then otherwise they won't be able to die. Yeah, that lag spike is gonna be an issue. Okay, so yeah, healing up there. So there you go. See, I can heal up their shield, and I can also heal up their little pods there. Unfortunately, it's very laggy. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm gonna see if I can move this over to the other PC, because it's lagging on here, and if you're just watching this, then it's probably really terrible. But yeah, so with the healing, you're able to help them out, sustain them, and sometimes they'll mine for you, because if you're healing, then most of the time you're just focusing on helping. Uh-oh, no. Okay. Don't run away, I need to heal you. See, with this class, so the class tree, I'll have to show you guys this some other point here. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. It's too laggy, it's way too laggy. I'm gonna have to heal them up real quick. The thing about healing, is sometimes if you want to heal them, and then you'll have to get close, because otherwise you'll just keep hitting their peripherals, their extra stuff. Yeah, see, they'll donate you stuff. So that's the nice part being a healer, is you can level up pretty quickly like that. But so there's a different class tree. If you hit escape, you'll be able to see this class tree. Uh, and there are different characteristics to it. Typically, the left side is more, you're going for not as tanky, but more damage. And the right side is more of defense, where you're pretty tanky, but not that much damage. And in the middle is where you're more of those more fighter type, where you're faster and more agile, but less defense, less shield, and also not as much attack. Although you can be pretty lethal. So I don't really prefer. Okay, so there's a strain of class in there that I don't like, where there's not enough of DPS, but there's also not good enough of mobility to really do anything. But sometimes I just like to play around with the different classes and see which one I like. This route is not too bad, where you go full left side and you focus on damage. That can be sort of useful with healing, although the thing with healing is if you miss with these big ones, then you don't have as much of a chance to get to it. So if you want to be a healer, there's like a somewhat left side class that you can go to. I don't have the names memorized. This is called a U sniper, I believe. But so you can go to the next one. I'll probably go to the right. That one's a scorpion. So that way there's more cannons on the side, smaller cannons, so that I have more opportunities to heal without, just so in case I miss, it won't be as bad. Let me deposit these gems real quick. Also, there's a map down on the bottom right side, my bad, bottom right side of the screen. I need to heal them up real quick. No, please. Okay, there you go. I had to save someone real quick. So the map on the bottom right side of the screen, that shows you where you are, where the bases are, and where everyone else is. So, we just leveled up. Awesome. And I'm the best healer. That's good. Okay. I'll just keep going with the mining strategy then. So this is something that you'll have to pay attention to because if you're mining, especially if you're mining, you gotta be careful and watch where the other teams are. If you stray too far, then you get picked off pretty easily, so that's not good. And also, if you're a healer, then you gotta know where other people are, other ships from your team. Yeah, so right now, with the mining class, so what I like to focus on is mostly regen, especially for these classes. There's a serious recoil from these, he's trying to give me stuff. Although I should probably upgrade to the next class and not focus on. So here's the thing: when sometimes you can just sort of skip the levels and go straight into the other class, so you don't waste gems in the upgrading. But oftentimes it's better to put some of them into regen. Oh, thank you. A perk of being a healer is people give you stuff. Okay. So the regen, with the energy regen, that's what it is. So with the energy regen, it's sometimes better to have that because the energy regen allows you to mine faster, and that allows you to get to the next level faster, the next level of a ship faster. So I put some of that in there. With the U sniper, there's a lot of recoil, so if I'm not rushing to the next class, I put some things into agility. I put some points, some gems into agility, so that way I don't get knocked back so much. And you can sort of see, you can sort of see what the mining pods and attack pods do. The mining pods just shoot lasers at asteroids, and unfortunately they only damage asteroids, so even if those lasers end up hitting another ship, they just pass right through as if it does nothing. The attack pods, they auto shoot at the enemies, so that could be aliens, which there are, just like NPC aliens in here. There's also the other team, so that'll auto attack at the other team when they come to range. And then there's also a defense one, a defense pod, which just if they detect another ship, then they'll just stand in between that ship and you, so that way any lasers hopefully will get blocked by it. It's pretty useful, especially for this class, because uh-oh. Nope, I gotta heal them real quick. You want to focus. You can sort of protect yourself. Protect yourself in case you lose all of the. In case you miss all of your shots, you don't have anything to back you up. So it's really nice to have those. The mining ones, obviously, they're good for mining, and then the attack ones, they can boost your attack quite a bit. Especially with these, you can boost your attack. Oh, hey, I can level up now. There we go. I'm going with Scorpion. So this one has these little cannons on the side of the main cannon, so if I miss, then I can just use that to heal, which is really nice. Let me check on the stats of the other team. So once a team gets to the final level where they upgrade their level 4, or they fill up their level 4 to the max, then they can start upgrading to the final level. And that one, once they get there, it's pretty hard to come back. You've got to be, you got to have like a lot of full level ships, level 6 ships, and a lot of turrets, a lot of, not turrets, missiles to help you out in defeating them, because otherwise, oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep healing. Maybe increase that damage since it's going down so much. Okay, there we go. Helping out a lot. I'm gonna keep mining actually and head back because I'm pretty full there, so I can increase my mining capacity if I go back and donate some. And also, green is an issue here. Oh my gosh. You're still here? Why are you still here? Okay, green is an issue. Green team's an issue because they are farther ahead than us. If I go over and switch over, yeah, they're more ahead, so gotta outmine them here. And I guess that'll be my job. I like playing this because it's sort of passive, and also I can just sort of sit back and heal the other teams, which I think not that many people realize that healers are a good thing, or like most people like to focus on either just pure mining or pure attacking, which is fine, but just, you know, once in a while, if you add those little impurities in there, the little healers in there, it helps your team out a lot. Oh my gosh, that lag is just terrible. Nope. Oh, that's bad. Okay, hopefully that's not terrible to watch. Probably is. That's unfortunate. I'll have to fix that. But let's see. Green. We're sort of evenly matched. At the late stages, if you've already started demoralizing other teams, like if you've gone in and killed them over and over again, killed the other team, sort of just ruined their progression, then some people might start leaving. And at that point, they're pretty much gone with the team. Once the people start leaving, once the top what, 8 or so, once the top 8, there starts to be empty spots in there, so that means there's less than 8 people, then that's when you know the team is pretty much over. So this game, there's no one. All 3 teams are still pretty full. You can actually see the number of ships there are at the top right here. They have more. They have 1 more ship than us, but we're pretty evenly matched. Blue is probably not going to be an issue, but I've got to be careful here. Yeah, I need to head back so then I can dump more in, because at this point, yeah, we're behind. I need to find my base. Okay, bring that up a little bit so I can move faster. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so at this point, once they hit the 6,400 gems deposited, then it becomes an issue, because then they can upgrade level 7. They are super powerful. They only have oh yeah, I didn't explain this, but there are lives you have here. So what these lives are is once you hit 0, once you get to 0 and then you die again, then you go back a level. So for example, if I had 0 hearts and then I died, oh, I'm gonna heal you up real quick. No, 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 there we go. I'm missing so badly. So once I get to 0 and then I die, then I go back a level. So right now I'm a level 6 ship. I'd have to go back to my previous level 5. So that sort of sucks. You can't really just, you don't, your level of ship is not really permanent, especially if you die quite often. But with the level 7, you once you get to upgrade level 7, you have 0 lives, which means once you die, you go automatically back to level 6. And you actually keep the stats from that level, the previous level. Oh, there we go. You keep your stats from the previous level. So if I died at level 7, then I keep these stats that I have down here. Which means you don't have to reset, and that's really nice, because then, you know, once you die as level 7, then you can come back as level 6 and work your way back up without having to restart. Where are we at? We are at about 1,000 under. That's an issue. I'm going to have to start mining real hard here. So yeah, that's something to be aware of. And also, we're at 11 and 11. Yeah, so you can see if there's not 8 players, then it just starts to show. That means they really don't have a chance at winning. Oh, we actually got a lot of gems really quick. That's good. Okay. My days as a miner might be over, because once you get to level 7, there's really no point in having a healer. I mean, you could, but it doesn't help as much as having the damage. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a holiday thing. I can't pick it up though. That's unfortunate. These little gift things, so this is a sort of seasonal thing. You can destroy those like an asteroid, and then they'll drop things like mining pods or rockets. Just sort of little gifts you can have. I'm all alone. That is not good. We are almost to level 7 though. I should go back and change myself to attack. But I'm gonna heal. Yeah, the lag is really bad. Once I head back and change myself to attack, then I will be comfortable in upgrading myself to level 7, and then you'll see there's quite a big difference between level 6 and level 7. Just dumping just enough so that we get there. Okay, yeah, we're there. Awesome. There we go. I should probably actually loosen up some of these, use my credits to get some attack pods and a defense pod. Ooh, I actually have quite a bit of gems, so I'm gonna, yeah, there we go. Go in full attack mode. So you can remove your little peripherals, your mining pods, or whatever you have in there for other things. So that's what I did. I removed the mining pods and traded them in for some attack and defense pods, because now they're more useful now. I'm almost to the max number of gems here, which for level 6 is about 720 gems. Not about, exactly 720 gems. So right now we are at, oh, they're at full too, so we gotta be careful. But so right now we're at full capacity for our base, which means I can now upgrade to this. I probably shouldn't have done this, because with the lag it's gonna be impossible. But so now this, these do a significant amount of damage. A lot more than level 7s, and they have quite a bit of health. The thing you'll notice is you aren't able to upgrade, and that's one thing with level 7s. Your stats are sort of the same, so I guess it evens out things a little bit. So really, if you're collecting gems, you're just trying to protect yourself and keep yourself from dying in a battle. I wonder what I should do here. They're starting to get level 7s, so I might just go and help other people get to level 7, because right now I don't feel comfortable attacking others. Especially with the lag, because we all saw how good my aim was when the lag came and I wanted to heal, so not good. But I might need to help this guy out, depending on, uh-oh. Right. Okay, so the thing with this particular build is that you can go pretty fast. Most of the level 7 classes are quite slow, but this one's pretty fast. The thing is, it just has a massive like turning radius. So I guess that balances things out, because if you were super agile and you could do a lot of damage, that's sort of overkill. So that balances things out. But let's see here. What I like to do here, so there's no one, uh-oh, let me check on my team. No one else has gone to level 7. There's another person that's the same build as me. That's kind of concerning. That is kind of concerning. Because that means if they start attacking, they have like 3 or 4 of them. There's 3 of them. There's 2 of them up there. Okay. That means if they start attacking us, then we're pretty much outclassed. Although most of ours are level 6 though. If we notice, if you can sort of see the build by what's there on the right side, there's a little icon there. And if you play long enough, you sort of recognize them, but so they're level 6. Oh, there we go. Most of us are level 6, so actually we should be fine. We should be good. We just need to get our gems up and make sure that we don't die in an attack. Because if a lot of level 6s gang up on level 7, you can actually quite easily kill them. Oh yeah, what I did there took me a little bit to figure out, but if you press V, then you're able to sort of drop gems and help others, which is really nice, because then you can help others level up fast. Uh-oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna give him all my gems. There you go. Yep, uh-oh. Gotta help him out a little bit. Yep, and they're done. Awesome. All right, if we check on their base, none of them are level. Okay, so yeah, we're probably going to win, but it's a little too early. We have to start attacking. So none of them are level 7s, and we have quite a few level 7s up here. There's like at least 4 on the leaderboard, which means we're in pretty good position. There's a lot of people. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm playing starblast.io. This is my first stream. So if you don't know me, if you don't know what this game is, so first off, I usually make music, whether that be some piano transcriptions or original stuff or Vocaloid covers. I started making that. I like to make that, and that's sort of just a pastime that I do. As you can sort of tell with my number of subscribers, it's not really like a career like some people, but it's just something I do in the pastime to I don't know, let my creative juices flow a little bit. I also plan on putting more tests of various things that I want to do, so that's something that I've discussed a little bit. Oh yeah, and I also have a podcast that I do bi-weekly. Every other Sunday, I have a podcast episode that comes out, and it's mostly just me talking about progress on things on my channel and various things I've been thinking about. That guy's gonna kill himself. That is not good. Let me help you anti-kill yourself real quick. There we go. We are in very good shape. Okay, so I talk about things that come to my mind, just various things about, I don't know, universal principles that I've thought of, comments on the work I've done, some lessons I've learned. That is some terrible lag. I am so sorry, guys. Yeah, it's just stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, you can head to my channel and take a look at that. Shameless self-plug there. But that is almost unplayable. I am so sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like switch this over. But yeah, for a first stream, it's okay. Are we gonna attack? No, there's no point in attacking blue. They're basically dead. Yeah, so you can sort of tell at the later stages, people get demoralized, and then there's a positive feedback loop where, well, actually more of a negative. Now I think about it, it's more of a negative feedback loop. So if you start feeling like your team is going to lose, then some people start leaving, and when you start leaving, your team loses the fight, the manpower, I guess, manpower per se. and the DPS to fight. And then, of course, you have a less chance of winning, which means more people leave and blah, blah, blah. You just end up dying. So you can tell in the later games who's going to win by the number of players there are. That could be different depending on the levels. If there are like a few level 7s, but then there's one team that has like all level 5s or something, it's still pretty contentious. But with something like this, chances are we have a good chance of winning. So that's a good thing here. Yeah, so at this point, we're just going to be gunning for these vital areas. The base only gets destroyed completely when these, I guess, these deposit areas where you deposit gems, and also their spawn areas are done. And there are 2 on each base. So you can sort of see what the base is looking like here. There's Marvin in here. What the heck? Okay. For those of you that don't know, Marvin's my brother, so yeah. But you can sort of tell the state of the base by looking at the map up here. One of the deposits is already gone. We're just going to finish off this one. With stuff like this, okay, so I could just hold down my left click and just have the side cannons go, and that'll still shoot things out. But since the base heals itself, the bigger damage, the bigger cannons are worth more, because I guess the base doesn't heal back that fast. Or actually, it might be like there's like some defense or something, right? Where if you spread out your damage over more lasers, then it's just going to negate more and more of that. So that's why I like to use that. And maybe actually the DPS is better. So that's why with things, with these builds that have big cannons, if you miss, then it sort of sucks, because then you have to wait for that to come back. See up here? And while you're waiting, you're vulnerable, so that sucks. And we're just going to finish up green, and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. I can't believe there's actually people here. Did not expect people to be here on my first stream. So welcome. Hopefully if I've entertained you. If not for the content here, then for the quality of the stream. So hopefully you guys enjoyed to some extent. I want to do more of these. So what I've done, if you follow me on Instagram, you might have noticed my most recent post was something about an organization system. And what I did was I gave myself sort of like stats for key attributes like sleep, focus, diet, and various other areas like that, just so I can sort of gamify my life a little bit and make sure that I actually, you know, don't let my sleep go off schedule or something like that. Because if I do, then it'll show, and I have to update it in there every day to make sure that my stats aren't dropping. And one way I sort of incentivize myself to keep the stats high, because I mean, I could just keep track of my stats and let it drop, right? But one way to incentivize that is to have these like games, for example, these breaks be limited by the stats that I have. So let's say my sleep is at, I don't know, like 50%, and my focus is at 70 or something. Right now I have something like, say, Minecraft I have to hit 80% for both of those in order to be able to have that as a break activity. So that would incentivize me to improve my sleep and my focus levels to the point where I can be able to play Minecraft. So that's just one way, that's just something I've been experimenting with. I don't know how well that will work. So far, it's been working pretty well. My sleep has been pretty consistent. But again, I'll have to test this out a little bit more. And I don't know, I wanted to stream this just to see how this would go, how all this would go, I guess. And it gives me another opportunity to practice speaking on demand. We won. There we go. Let's go. Woo. All right. Yeah, it just gives me another opportunity to practice speaking. And that's always a good thing. I don't think I was a good speaker, and I never did something like speech and debate for various reasons, time or otherwise. But yeah, I'm going to keep this up. can't believe. uh, yeah, but so that's one way to practice that. And also, here's the thing, what I wanted to do is if I wanted to play something like this, then maybe if I make it so I have to stream it every time, then it's a little more effort to get going, and it's still going to be somewhat fun in some sense. I'm still playing the game, obviously, but it's a little more effort to set up the stream in somewhat, right? So I'll want to like cheat the system less. I'll want to play games a lot less than if I can just like boot it up and then get started, right? So that's just another something that I've been experimenting with, trying things out. Since I'm stuck at home, I don't really have much else to do, so it's just one of those things where I can experiment with things, and it's a really good time to just try things out, try new things. Because if you fail, you're still at home, you're still fine. So that's the mentality that I've taken through this pandemic, which it's probably gonna last a little, for at least like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months, half a year maybe. So I'll keep experimenting, keep trying new things out. Let's change my name to another forehead banging on the keyboard. Okay. All right. Hopefully we can start out fresh, and I'll probably still be a minor, but we can start from the beginning and see how things go. And I can give you a little bit more talk about beginning strategies that I've found, if this is not already full. God, let me see if I can reload this. Because there are some strategies in the beginning that are really cool, that I don't know if a lot of people talk about it. You can tell if you're back in the same lobby by the name of the starship system, the name of the system that you get into. So if you look here, it says 856, then it's the same one. Chances are that's the only one that's available, so I might have to just join that. I'm gonna try a few more times. Sometimes you might get lucky and start a new one. Okay, but so I just wanted to show some beginning things, because there are some things where, like, okay, if you start off in a game that's already going, then there are still some tips, but there are a few things, a few more things to be aware of when you're starting out with a level 1 base. I guess I can talk with you guys I'll just talk about it as I go. See, I wanted to go attack and try out attack and see how that goes on stream, but there's too much lag, and the latency and all that stuff is just not great, so I'm probably just gonna stick with this. Okay, so when you start off, you can see you're invincible, so I'd recommend you go running into a few things that are like somewhat big. Oh crap, that ruined it. That ruined it. Boy. I forgot to look at the map, that's probably why. Okay, so but you can run into these rocks that are somewhat bigger, where you don't want to go mine at. So like something like this, for example, if you run at this, you're gonna start losing your shield. If you hit things, you're gonna lose your shield, but if you're invincible, obviously you're not going to. So you can destroy those rocks, and they'll give you quite a lot more gems in the beginning, and you can quickly bypass the very first level, which is it's just tedious to get through. Oh crap, that was bad. But if you start out like this and you have to mine, I recommend mining asteroids that are like super small, because it takes a lot. You don't have that much DPS as a level 1 ship, and it takes so much DPS to destroy those bigger ones. I'll go right side this time. So for example, these ones, I probably even wouldn't aim for that. I'd aim for like these medium-sized ones as level 2, and I wouldn't upgrade any of your stats unless you want to like troll or something. Some people upgrade their level 1 with full stats and just like troll around at the beginning, which is okay, but it's not sustainable. But so with level 2 like this, it's not really worth upgrading your stats. Oh crap. Upgrading your stats, because you can quite quickly mine up your way to the next level. And at level 3, even at level 3, if you're far enough along, you can probably just skip it. I probably just skip level 3. But so you can just skip dumping your gems in here and go straight for the next level. So that's something that I would recommend. So like at this level, you probably don't want to go for that because it would take ages to destroy it. You'll still get a lot of gems, but honestly, it's faster just to go for the smaller ones and make your way up there incrementally. And sometimes you get these massive ones. There we go. Level 3. So now we can go for those big boys. Now you can destroy them in a meaningful amount of time, in a practical amount of time, and you can get quite a bit out of it. And you can also like just sort of ram into the asteroids if you watch your shield carefully. Oh, thank you. Gotta thank them real quick. There we go. So you can run your shield into the asteroids to sort of help you along. That'll improve your DPS as long as you're careful and not negligent of your shield. Because if you don't watch, you can accidentally sort of, you know, kill yourself by losing your shield, and then you start losing your gems. Yeah, at this point, since this is a level 2 base, that means the max level of ship that I can have is 4, which means I can go to the next level and not worry about the level 3. And another thing to note, if you've already maxed out a ship level, so let's say I've maxed out level 3, it's probably a good idea. So you have to be careful when you upgrade, because a fresh ship of the next level is weaker than a fully maxed ship of the previous level. So that's something you have to be aware of. You'll be a little weaker, and that's probably a good time if you're behind. Are we behind? We're behind. So if I had good attack, I'll go with this. If I had good attack, then I'd go for level the green team, because right now they're fresh at the next level. So some of them might have just upgraded, which means they're weak. So if I was fully maxed out at level 4, then I'd go for some of those level 5s and sort of slow them down a little bit. And another thing you probably might have noticed, but when you attack a ship, when you attack not a ship, a base, after a little bit they start losing gems. And when you completely destroy one of the modules of the base, then all the gems in there are gone, and then you have to spend gems to repair it. So that's something that you can do to really slow down your the other teams from getting to the next level and outclassing you. It's more effective when they have a lot of gems in there, because then they lose a lot of progress. Not only do you just sort of siphon all of the gems out of their base that they use to work towards the next level, but you also destroy one of their modules. If you can do that, then they have to spend the gems to repair their base, plus I should spend some on regen, now that I think about it. They need to spend the gems to fix that module and go to the next one. So it's just more expensive for them, and you have a higher chance of winning. The best way to do that, you can buy a whole bunch of torpedoes. So here, let me go back to the base and, well, looks like I'm going to the next level. So I'll probably not go back to the base, but actually I need to change myself to healer real quick. So I'll go back to the base and show you guys. But out of all the things you can buy over here, I'm changing myself to healer. So there's rockets. You get 4 of those, but they're not really powerful, so I just not buy them. Space mines, you get 8 of these. If another team lands on one of these, they get hurt. It's pretty useful. Mining pods, attack pods, defense pods, talked about those. Heavy mines, you get 4 of those, but they do a lot more damage. Probably a little more useful. You have missiles, which I'd get these just as a general way to attack people. So, you know, if you throw a missile at them and it hits, then they're low, and then you can go in and take them down. And then torpedo, with the rockets, they're fast, and they can sort of target the player, the enemy, which makes it desirable. And the missile, it's slower, but it still targets. So I think that makes it better than the rockets, because the rockets just don't do enough damage, especially later on. But the torpedoes, they don't target, and they're pretty slow, but they do a lot of damage. So it's good for when you're trying to defend against level 7 ships that have a lot of shield, or if you're wanting to destroy a base, if you just lob them at a base a whole bunch, or if you lob a whole bunch at a base, then you're able to destroy it pretty quickly, or at least reduce the number of gems in there pretty quickly. So that's just that's one of the strategies you can do. If I get to, let's see, yeah, we're behind, but if I can get a lot of gems, if I can mine up a lot of gems and save up a lot of them, then I can try that out a little bit. But that depends on me getting to that. Oh, I should probably heal others. There we go. Now I'm the best healer. See, with this thing, the thing is, not a lot of people like to be healers. Like, if you look around and you look at the other teams, there's no healers around, right? None of the guys that are at the top are healers. And the thing about that is, like, as soon as you add one healer, then the whole team becomes like a lot stronger, just because they're able to sustain themselves better in battle. Now, of course, your healer's got to be competent, but chances are, if they go for healer, then they probably know that the ability to change your attacks from offense to defense, from attacking others to healing, exists, and you're probably more competent already. But that's why I like to go with healer sometimes, just because like no one else. Oh shoot, it's not. Yeah, I gotta run. There, we're way too close. We're way too close. But see, you can save them at the nick of time. Save other ships. You can, as you saw previously, you can. They'll sort of mine for you. Like if you heal them, then they'll be like thank you, and then give you stuff. So all around, it's just a good synthesis for the team to have someone to heal. And this is similar to some other games too, where you have like a healing class, like a support class, and you have other classes that like do damage and like other stuff, right? So it's a similar thing here, except all the ship types, they can either be attack or heal, and then it just really depends on the ship which one is the best. So for this is actually pretty good, because there's a lot of shots that come out of this. You can see there's quite a bit of shots, which means you have plenty of chances to heal. So if you miss it and you're terrible at aim, or if you have bad latency and lag like this, then it's a little more forgiving. But with the bigger cannons, I guess that's better for attack, although you could use that for healing, and that's more effective. More effective for the more beefier classes, because it takes forever for you to heal up one of those bigger classes with these smaller ships that have more shots, but I gotta be careful. If you've seen the map, there's some blue guys over there, but it takes forever for you to heal them up. At this point, yeah, I'm gonna deposit some. So right now you can see my stats. I've maxed out regen for this level, and I've got some attack in there, and that's just because my DPS was less than I was able to recover. So I was basically, my DPS was capped at the DPS itself and not the energy that I can regen, and that's never good, because that means your DPS is not at its highest potential. So I added some DPS in there. But so now I'll get some mining pods. I can go for a little more. Actually probably not. Okay, there we go. So I got a few mining pods to help out. We are currently, yeah, we're behind, especially behind green, because they're already at the next level. But we have a chance. We have a chance if they end up going for the other team, or if someone starts trolling their base. I need to heal you. I don't like that class. That class, the ship that you just saw me heal, that class is not great. That was the one where, okay, so you can go pretty fast. You can go pretty fast, but the turning radius, your agility, is pretty horrible. So it's pretty easy for you to run into things. And the attack, the DPS on there is not great. So it's just all around not a great class. You can use it to sort of just dive bomb a base, but that's the only real purpose I would see for that class. So I'd stay away from that. That would be from my level 4 ship. If you can see this tree at the bottom there, if I went to the left route instead of the right route, then I would have gone for, I think it's called the Shadow X or something. So I just stay away from that. I'm almost at 480. It's a multiple of 120. Well, actually I did put some gems in previously, but yeah, I'm just gonna max out myself on the mining pods. So that way I donate to the base and I get some stuff out of it. Blue is ahead also, so we are behind. That is an issue. But alas, that's the best I can do at the moment. Sort of guard the base and mine for gems and donate to the base. That's one way to help the team, because then you can have better ships. This is the first time I played. Yeah, it's the first time. It's been a little bit since I played. It's been a little bit since I've played some games like this. Okay. And some cool things you'll notice is the level of ship determines what the max number of points you can put into the stats. So I can put 5 points into regen max at level 5. At level 6 I can put 6, etc., etc. And I'll also have 5 extra things I can have. So mining pods, missiles, whatever. Up to 5. That depends on the level of the ship you have. And at level 7 that sort of breaks because you can't put any points into the other stats, and you still have 6 extra peripherals, I guess you can call it, that you can add, because at level 7 you can't go into the deposit base, the deposit bay, this thing here. You can't go into that. I guess that's just be way too overpowered. So if you can't go in there, then whatever extra peripherals you have right now, helper stuff that you have, that's what you're going to have. So I guess that just balances out to make sure that like level 7s aren't super overpowered. We are... blue's sort of behind. I just got to mine these up and bring them in. My DPS is probably a little low. I'll upgrade that. There we go. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna dump this in real quick. Someone just died. Where is the deposit area? There we go. I'm gonna make sure that maybe I can bring us over. We are about 400 away. Okay, yeah, I can bring the base over to the next level, which is good. We need that because green only has 8 players actually. We have 12. Actually, we have the power of numbers. So another thing to note, if you can sort of predict the game here, the other team, even though they're at a higher level, they're at they only have 7 players, but we have 12. So we have almost double their number of players. So if we can keep this up and not drop the number of players, then we can really we can win against them, because if you have more players, then you have more people mining, you have more people attacking, and it's just all around better. If you have multiple level 5s ships attacking against a few level 6 ships, chances are that if the level 5s are maxed enough, then they can take the level 6s. So it's dynamics like that, where we have to be careful of blue though, because they're sort of close to us. They have 9, we have 12 still. But so, like, the major thing here is numbers. If you can max the number of people you have on your team, then your chances of winning are a lot higher. And that's one of the peculiar strategies I start with at the beginning of the round, because if you see, when I joined this game, I could only join red team, and there's some balancing going on, because if you could join any team, then if you all join the winning team, then the winning team would always win, right? So that gives no chance to the teams that are sort of down, that are weak. So instead, what it does is the number of players and the level of the base affect your ability to join, the ability for new players to join a team. So at the very beginning, what I do is I hold off on dumping any gems into the base, so that way I can get a lot more people without hurting the ability to, so if, okay, you can start rushing towards level 4 bases immediately, which is fine, except if you don't have enough people, then you'll probably lose. So what I do is I hold off on that, and as soon as I see another team start dumping gems in, then I'll know it's time to start the mining wars and to get the base, get the gems dumping in. Uh-oh. There we go. We're fine, we're fine. So that's another tip if you start off. Of course, if you're new to this, that's not something you should really focus on, but that's another tip when you're starting off to maximize your chances of winning. So I guess the main factors for winning then would be, okay, competent team members. That is something that is out of your control. If you have good working team members that know how to play the game, that aren't just derping around, then that's really helpful. Because if you have a lot of team members, but they suck, or they just don't know what they're doing, then even if you have a lot of people, then it's not going to do anything, right? And you can sort of tell how good they are by the number of people on your team that are at the max level, right? So if you've been at, say, level 2 already for quite a bit, and you don't see that many level 4 ships, and you've been playing for a little bit, then chances are your team members don't know what they're doing. They're not upgrading. They're not using the optimal strategy of like upgrading to the next ship level. So that's a sad thing to see, but that's one way you can sort of tell and predict a game, is by looking at the level of ships there, and if they're not great, then, well, that sucks. Why is there level 2 there? Huh. I'm gonna upgrade capacity. At this point, I already filled up my gem hold. We have 12 players still. We're still good. I'm gonna heal real quick. Okay, this is the frame rates and stuff. It's playable. Like, I can sort of guess where it is, but this is probably awful to watch. So if you're watching this still, thanks for sticking around. You're a trooper. Thanks for supporting this first stream. But also, I'm so sorry for the quality of the stream. My laptop is not the ideal gaming machine. And then on top of that, I'm running OBS and another software that takes the iPhone cameras and brings it in. So all of that for this, it's running pretty hot. So yeah, that's why the frame rates are suffering. Let me upgrade this a little bit. This is probably going to be like my last game, but hopefully we have not dumped a lot of gems in here. I'm getting a little concerned. This is probably going to be my last game. These games, estimate time, like if you start from scratch, they can take like 30 to 40 minutes. Depending on how fast the game is, how balanced the teams are. If you come across a team that's pretty balanced, like I've managed to play like hour-long games of this just because the teams were so evenly matched. But most of the time, the average is like 30 to 40 minutes of these games. In the earlier metas, sometimes people would come in at level 3 and like not upgrade and just focus on destroying the other team, like destroying their morale. People start leaving, and then like at a really early stage, like able to kill off a team. That doesn't happen anymore, just because I guess it's not that easy to do. Most of the time, they're pretty well guarded. Most teams are pretty well guarded, so you're not able to just sort of pick off weak teams like that. And here's the thing, with like, this is sort of a game theory thing. There's still one viewer, that's probably just myself. With 3 teams, what that does is, if you are the strongest team and you focus on one team, right, then the other team has a chance to catch up to you. But if you spread out your powers, if you spread out your attacks, and you don't coordinate well, then you might lose people, and then you lose your progress, and then they catch up to you. Sometimes the team that you've almost destroyed, they'll start teaming up with each other and try to take you down. So if you're too strong too early, that might just make you a target. So something to be careful of. And you can't like completely disregard a team that you've like sort of destroyed, but you haven't completely destroyed. Like they're not wiped out and extinct, because as long as they're still there, they have a chance of winning. So it's just things like that with three, with the three teams dynamic that you have to be careful of. With two teams, so there are like mods where the community makes modded versions of this game, and with those, there's only like two teams on there, which then it makes it sort of vanilla, I guess, if you can call it like that. It's just very predictable because your only goal is to destroy the other team. So there's no interesting dynamic of the three teams. So as much fun as it is to have like modded massive, like, insane damage of ships or other game modes, which are pretty cool to play, if you only have two teams, then the richness of the game is sort of lost. I need to heal this guy, but my aim is so bad because I can't even. It's just bad to get. What the heck? Hello, hello. There we go. I don't know why blue is attacking us. Oh, I guess we're the most fierce competitor. We still have 12, so chances are we're going to be able to win. Chances are. I'm not going to knock on wood, but knock on wood. Hopefully that didn't ruin the chances, but yeah. Oh, maybe I should dump my gems in. That's probably a good idea. We are, on gem levels, we're roughly even. Oops, my bad. So actually, we have a good chance of winning here. I should probably still be mining, honestly. Until we're at max level, I shouldn't focus on attack, because at this point, if I switch to attack, then we might never get to the stage of... We might never get to level 7 before the other team does, before green, which, yeah. Green, wait. Blue's actually sort of... They only have 7 players. Green has 9. They're further ahead. Ah! Well, how the tables have turned here. How the turns have tabled. We're still on top, which before, remember, before we were down. We were down. But because we have more people, we were able to come back up. So again, it's just these things like that where even if you're down, you're not dead. And as long as you're not dead, you have a chance of coming back up. Yeah, I'm just gonna follow this guy here. See, none of the other teams have healers. See, our team, and also you can sort of tell, if you look at the score, which like it's sort of meaningless, but it gives you a good idea of like how good these teams are. If you look at the scores, blue, there's a few good, like really strong team members, and the rest of them like eh. Green, maybe they just like have died a lot, but they're not that great. Like ours, we have 2 that are above. Uh-oh, someone died. But I think we have like at least like 3 pretty good players. Hello, I'm gonna heal you up. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna dump all this stuff into the deposit because I'm almost full. Yep, there we go. What are you doing? There we go. We are almost there, actually. We are a little more than halfway. Once I dump this in, we'll be like 3/4 of the way there. They're a little bit ahead. Okay. Checking on their ships, most of them are level 6. Most of them on the leaderboard are level 6. For us, it's roughly the same. We have more people. Hopefully that means we can get to level 7 faster. If they start picking us off and our team members die out too fast, we still have a chance of losing. Hopefully that's not the case. That's why we should full out mine gems and work our way there. I wonder. There's no one here probably on the stream watching. Huh. but I might be able to pull a troll move and just get like 4 or 5 torpedoes and launch them, lob them at the, there we go. There we go. You're welcome. Except you didn't turn back for that. Sometimes I just don't know how people are playing. Oh my gosh. Okay. But what I could do, I could lob some torpedoes at their base. So with these maps, it sort of like circles back. So there's no like border or anything. Oops. I gotta go to a different base. They're just guarding that area for some weird reason. But so with these maps, you can sort of go all around and come back to the same place. So in the middle area, with these maps, the base is sort of like circle around. If you can picture like a giant like circle of like Oblivion, I guess. There's a lot of, I'm gonna dump all these, hopefully that works. Oh my gosh, wait, hold up. One more, there we go. Oh yeah, I forgot you get gems back now for your stuff. Okay, so one more thing, if you press Alt on the keyboard, that launches your missiles. So you can go across this big oblivious, like Oblivion here of like lack of asteroids to get to the other base, and that's sort of a sneak attack way, because for the most part people are concentrated in the asteroid area. They're focused on mining, so people don't usually expect you to come this way. I'm hoping none of them here are strong or they're watching me, because I'm about to be and that was a bad move. Wait, am I actually gonna survive this? No way. What the heck? There's no way I'm surviving this. What? What? Yo, I survived. I survived. Ha! Ha! Okay, but if you check on that, see what I did was I damaged their base and some gems came out. So that sort of weakened them while we were able to pull up a little bit. So let me get my mining back. I need my mining pods back because now we gotta just refocus on our mining. Bought us some time there. Mostly we could have just outmined them. I just wanted to I just wanted to do that real quick because that's a strategy you could do. And actually that was somewhat poorly executed because what I could have done, there are areas of the base that have less health. So if I go to our own base and sort of shoot at something, it'll show the health. See, like these, they only have 3,000 versus like these that have 8,000. So if I shot at one of those, the weaker areas, I would have been able to siphon off a lot more gems and maybe even destroy a segment, which would have been big. But I just shot at the first thing, so you know. Yeah, you can sort of see the bases like circle around this big circle area, and because they circle around each other, sometimes they come very close to each other in one of these areas. And a lot of fighting ensues then. We are almost to max level. So once we get there, should be pretty easy wins. Ooh, but they caught back up pretty quickly. Yeah, that probably didn't do too much. They were pretty competent. Oh well. It was worth a shot. Okay, now we're at full level, so I got to change this to attack, so that way I'm not a useless, overpowered healer. And then I will go over and attack them. We are 6 away. I'll just go fly my way there and pick off in that random asteroid somewhere. 1 away. Yeah, I gotta change my thing. Perfect. See, if I upgrade now, I won't be able to get in. So what I need to do is come in here, change this to offensive, press U so I can get that back, and I'll choose Bastion. This is a different one. So this one has terrible turning radius, but it shoots like many of these. So it's very forgiving, but the DPS is not that great because you don't get those big shots off. So yeah, it's not that great, but you can with the thing. Uh-oh. What the crap was that? No. This makes it very unplayable. Shoot. You saw someone shoot the torpedo over, right? Yeah. Yeah, nope. That was not gonna work. Okay, so with this, if you constantly shoot at someone, then I don't know what it is, but like the recoil of it or something, like they'll just have less time to respond, and that less time to respond just means like, oh, I guess yeah. If you shoot them hard enough, if you shoot them with this, then it sort of messes their aim, and that means they have less chance of hitting you. So then you have a better chance of succeeding. So they're pretty powerful against these. No, smaller ships. If you're against level 7s, it's not that great. Crap, I might die. That's an issue. See these gems? Right now my shield is down, right? But these gems are what's keeping me alive. Huh. Yeah, so these gems are like almost second life. But as soon as your shield and your gems are gone, then you're dead. Oh yeah, and another thing, so if you have ad block on, then they'll make you wait 10 seconds, right? But the thing is, sometimes the ads that come up, like, so if you don't have ad block on, then you can either respawn instantly, or you have a chance of, or you have a, that's not good, or you have a chance of getting an ad. And those ads are 30 to 40 seconds long or something, let's say 30 seconds, right? But if the chance of getting an ad is higher than like 1/3, then it's really not worth like disabling your ad block because then like the average amount of time you spend watching ads is more than the amount of time you have to wait if you don't have ads. So I like to have my ad block on just so it's like consistent. I have to wait 10 seconds. 10 seconds is not a terrible wait time, but like 30 seconds, it feels forever, especially if you're in an intense fight. If you can respawn instantly, that's good. Chances are you probably won't. So, well, there's a chance you won't. Not chances are, but there's a chance you won't. So, just something to be aware of. Their base is, yeah, it's down a little bit. Blue's actually a threat here. See, with this class, you can sort of ram them. My shield is bad. To retreat a little bit. We may or may not win. It's difficult because I think blue and green have a semi-truce. Either that or we just started attacking blue. Not great, not great, not great. The thing is, I can't really see. With the RCS normally, you don't want to run into stuff. So I have my RCS on. Uh-oh. But when you're getting attacked like this, then you want to be able to like both attack and run away. Shoot. I might die. I'm gonna have to hide in here. We may or may not win this because we don't have that many level 7s. We have like 1 left. 2. We have 2 here. This could be anyone's game at the moment. They have 10 players. More players join them actually, so green is very much a big threat. I might just stick at this level because if no one's going to be level 7, then I might as well stick with a somewhat safer level 6, and then I can get the extra peripherals, and that'll make me as powerful as a level 7 basically. That guy has the same idea there. That, or he's just refilling the base because we were down a little bit. So if I get something like an attack pod or something, you know, not just an attack pod, but I'd need more. Huh. You know, I might go for level 7 because there's a lot of level 7s We have quite a few level 7s, so if we're able to maintain that and fill up our gem capacities, then that means we're pretty hard to kill. If you find level 7 with full gems, yeah, that's gonna take forever to kill if you're not. Oh, hey, thank you, thank you. Uh-oh. There we go. I'm gonna go back to this. I played with the other class last game. Yeah, so last game ended pretty fast because I guess the teams were not that evenly balanced. This game, not gonna end pretty fast. We are under attack. That's an issue. That's an issue. That is very much an issue. That is very much an issue. And I can't shoot, so that's. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. There, hello. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thing is, because I can't aim, I can't aim. It's not the ping. The latency does not allow for it. This is horrible. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we just gotta keep drilling this guy and make sure that they're dead. No! Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. See, it's really hard to... Yeah, this is with most games, but it is just really hard to do anything with lag like that, because then your shots, you don't know where you're going. Here, let's level up this guy. There we go. Uh-oh. Shoot. I might die. There we go. No. Oh. Yes. Okay. There we go. We are good. Thank you for helping me. Thank you. Okay. We have a good chance. If we're able to destroy them like that and fill up our hold, fill up our gems, then we have a good chance of staying here. And they're gonna shoot missiles at us. And at this point, it's sort of futile. Let's see if we can destroy one of the key areas of their base. And yeah, because now as soon as you start losing gems, you're no longer able to get to level 7, which is a big plus. Crap. Yep, there we go. Big plus for us, because then anyone that dies at level 7 can't go back to that level. That lag is just unbearable. Here, I'm going to start blowing up this. Hello there. Do you want to die? You volunteered to die. Okay. So at this level, if you, oh no, there's a healer. We have to make sure we get rid of these guys. That's honestly my job as this class, since the other classes, they're sort of one shot, so they're almost better suited for dealing with level 7s or level 6s. But like with these smaller ships, it's almost not worth doing that. So, oh no, I'm lagging so hard. Okay, there we go. We are good. We gotta start damaging this. See, okay, if you look at the damage, if you look at the health on, oh, hey, Arik. Sound crystal clear. I know, it's sort of bad. I gotta get a boom mic or something. Or it might be just my voice. I'm not using a great streamer voice, probably, because it's my first time. Gotta eat dinner. Okay. Nice seeing you there. Oh boy. That's an issue. That's gonna be an issue. I'm all alone. Yeah, okay. I'm probably gonna have to end this, which means my team will probably die, unfortunately, but I've got to fix the setup and then maybe get something better here. We still might win, but no. Yeah, I'm all alone. Okay. All right, that's probably gonna be in this stream, so let's bring this one back up. All right, well, first stream's over. Ended not on a savory note, so that's on me, but it's been a while. It's been a long stream, so hey, I'll see if I'll do another one of these. I might try this out and refine this. Hopefully, it gets better. Refine myself, and maybe we'll have better content. But that's gonna be the first stream here on NetL. Thank you guys for watching. No one's watching right now, but thank you for those of you who watched. And I will see you guys next time.